Hi, welcome to the Arcanor Company presentation. Get ready to be wowed. Arcanor is an exciting and innovative company that provides GPS data targeting, analysis, and insights. So what exactly is location intelligence? Location intelligence is essentially the visualization and analysis of GPS data to help with decision making and trend predictions. Why is location intelligence so important? Because it can be applied to nearly every sector, ranging from aviation to fast retail to even government. It can literally be applied to almost anything. Currently, the gap in the industry is that there's a lack of market understanding, a lack of reaching the right audiences. Plus, all these issues are worsened by the fact that cookie data is dying, especially since the trend within the EU is to ban all cookie data. So what exactly is Arcanor? It's the biggest AI algorithm for GPS-based mobility. So raw data streams are fed into the algorithm, which are essentially just zeros and ones to create journey patterns. And once journey patterns are created, we can then generate data attributes. And once we have these data attributes, we can then define audiences for ad targeting. Think of it like raw gold coming from a mine. If the gold is raw, it's useless. But once you process it, you get something really valuable and really beautiful. In the current market, there's a lot of companies that do data production, data delivery, but the processing, storage, query, and visualization are all lacking. And of course, everybody wants to consume it and then use that for decision making. So think of it like the raw gold example. A lot of companies are mining the gold and delivering it, and everybody wants to consume it, but no one wants to deal with the tedious task of processing it. We have two products, Vision, which is the intelligence and analytics platform where data is visualized, and Laser, which is the targeting platform where high precision cookieless data is used for ad targeting. All our data sources are credible and trustworthy. So any smartphone that has given data consent in 190 countries. So our coverage region is 75% of Europe and 80% of North America. We have a total of 2.5 billion devices, and all our data is CCPA compliant and EU GDPR compliant. So we're fully legal, and all the data is fully anonymous. Our platform recognizes polygonal figures and geometric shapes. So normally, this would be a building in a rectangular manner. And not only is it all the historical data, but we can also capture live data. This is a high-end mall in London, UK, and our algorithm can generate polygonal shapes. But not only can it generate the polygonal shapes, but it can also show the high density areas. So this is a helipad, and we can see that the entry and the exit points have high density. No other competitor in the market can do this. So let's say you want to target an audience, and this audience is the people that visit the Metropolitan Museum of Art in Manhattan, okay? And you want to further sharpen the audience and say people who visit the museum who are blue-collar workers and who are vegan, who have an affinity for coffee and are history buffs, minus people who are sports enthusiasts. So we don't want any sports enthusiasts to be included in this audience. So not only can we get a precise customer segment, but we can also get it from a very narrow radius. So Facebook's is 1 mile, whereas Arcanor's radius is 0.12 miles. So that's roughly 600 feet. So not only does it become much more precise in terms of customer segment, but also in terms of geographic location. And no one in the market can do this right now. So this is an amazing competitive advantage that we have. Here are some examples of our global projects in the following countries. This is a supply chain network in the UK, and we can see all the traffic patterns and truck driver routes throughout the entire country. So it's possible to implement optimized out-of-home advertising based on the competitor traffic patterns and supply chain trends. In Dubai, there are popular resort islands called Palm Islands, and our client wanted to see which areas had the highest traffic and from which countries these visitors came from. So not only did we show which countries they came from, but also which parts of those countries that they lived in. And we were able to show also what other cities they visited. For example, Berlin. And not only that, but we were also able to show how often they went to Berlin. Not only that, but we were also able to show which resorts within Germany that they visited, or if they went to Spain, which parts of Spain did they go to, which resorts within Spain did they visit. Right now, no one could do this right now. No one can give this level of in-depth analysis in the market. This is a gas station market share chart in the UK and Germany. Here we have it broken down by the day, but we can also break it down by the month, the week, the hour, or even by the minute, or even present it live as it's changing in real time. Here's the chart for Holland and Spain. As you can see, Repsol has the dominant market share in Spain. And the best part is we can track this minute by minute as it's changing in real time. We have more than 45 customer segments and 1,000 plus customer combinations. Some examples include travelers, winter vacationers, summer vacationers, white collar, blue collar, health conscious people, vegans, and many, many more. This is a sample case study for a mall in New York called Roosevelt Field, and it's the second largest mall in the state of New York. So here we can see an indoor heat map with all the high traffic regions, and a marketing campaign can be developed to precisely target these high traffic corridors. And so this campaign doesn't necessarily have to be physical posters on the walls. It can also be digital push notifications based precisely on when the consumer walks through this corridor exactly. So below we have a chart for the daily visitors for the month of January. So which days had the highest visitors. And below we have the income segments. And so income segments, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. We can't necessarily see the exact net worth or the exact number of their income, but we can make a ranking from 1 to 10 based on how our smart algorithms determine their lifestyles. For example, if they live in a rich neighborhood, or if they drive an expensive car, what type of restaurants they eat at, when they travel outside of the city they live in, what types of hotels they stay at, etc., etc. And here we see that the majority of visitors are high net worth individuals. Nearly 40% of them come from the 10th ranking. This is an hourly breakdown of which days for the month of January. We can also see their cafe preferences. So we saw that 41% of them preferred Starbucks. And we can also see their supermarket preferences. And here we can see that 43% of Roosevelt Field Mall visitors prefer to shop at Walmart. We can see their fuel preferences. So this is the gas stations that they like to frequent. And we can see that majority share is held by Mobil and BP. We can see also their other mall preferences, so which other malls they went to. And the best part is we can go one step deeper and build the same dashboard for Marketplace Mall. So this is the competition's competition, or the analysis of the competition as well. We see that there's a huge portion coming from Hofstra University. That's because Hofstra University is really close to this mall. And so naturally we get a lot of visitors from there. And we can also do profile segments. So we can see that 40% of the visitors of this mall were fashion lovers, 19% were university students, and 15% were home decorators. We can further enrich in this chart and add more and more. And also we can see their carriers. And so we can see that a huge portion, 54% of them, were Verizon users, and 29% were T-Mobile users. And so we can also see which carriers have which portion of market share. Last but not least, there's full visibility of performance before and after the campaign. So it's very easy to evaluate the performance metrics and judge the ROI. So first, the insights are analyzed. Once that's done, an ad campaign is deployed. Once the ad campaign is deployed, the behavioral changes are evaluated. And finally, the competition is monitored based on how the market changed after the ad campaign was deployed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.